Hey guys, how's it going? I want to record a lot more things on Spreaker, hopefully in the next few days. Just about random stuff, not particularly about the Bible or anything, but whatever's on my mind. I guess there's lots of things I've been wanting to share. But one is that recently I found out that Zantac has been recalled, and I was a little bit surprised because I went to a local Walmart and I'd been buying Zantac sometimes in kind of like bulk bottles, so I don't have to, so I don't run out of it or whatever. I was taking a Prilosec. A brother told me about Prilosec when I was having heartburn like over a year ago, and he pretty much has supplied me with Prilosec. Very grateful that Prilosec was, I would get like the one a day pills, and I didn't have to experience heartburn at all, really. And I'm very grateful that the brother, paid for all that, and that really helped me. But I talked to my doctor about it, and he's like, well, Prilosec isn't so great for you long term, I guess, and I don't think that any heartburn medicine is, but he was telling me, I should try to switch to Zantac. And so I tried Zantac, and I thought that was good, so I asked if I could get a prescription, because I can get, aid with the, the government basically pay for some of the medicines. So he did give me a prescription of ranitidine, which is the same chemical that's in Zantac, I guess, and the prescription that he gave me was 75 milligrams, and I should say something to him, but I haven't. But the Zantac I was taking was like 150 milligrams, taking like 2 of those a day, like one in the morning, one at night. And so I double up usually on the prescription ones, but they still don't seem to work as good as Zantac. So I still, I was getting the prescription and buying Zantac. And then, like, when I couldn't afford Zantac or I ran out, then I have the prescription to rely on. And it does help a little, but it doesn't seem as good. And I also take the chewable Tums. So, probably from a lot of my past and currently just my eating habits and the things that I drink and stuff weren't, spicy foods and caffeine and all this stuff that's not good for heartburn, but I really want to believe that I can change my habits in the future. But anyways, unfortunately, recently Zantac's been recalled, so I went to Walmart to look for it, like I have been getting it, and it was like gone. And well, I went to a local Walmart where I haven't bought it before. I went to one that's a little further away usually, but so I was a little bit surprised. They had a small heartburn section, they had Prilosec and some of the other stuff, and I couldn't find Zantac, and I thought I was losing my mind. And I was like, well, maybe they've got a place somewhere else here. Maybe for some reason they don't sell it here. I don't know. And then this girl that I've been talking to in prison, I told her about it, and she actually told me she saw on the news that there was like a recall, and that it had some stuff that caused cancer or whatever. So that was kind of like, okay, it's kind of crazy. So I did some research on YouTube about that, and I saw that I watched a video the other night talking about it, and I guess like the Zantac and some of these other over-the-counter heartburn medications that contain ranitidine, it's not like it contains this thing that is a carcinogen, but it's like ranitidine like turns into this substance that can cause cancer, like in your body, like after you take it. And it's just crazy. It's been like pulled from the FDA, and so I don't even know if these prescription pills are good for me either. But the other day I went and bought some Prilosec, so I'm gonna have to go back to the Prilosec. It did wonders for me anyway, and I don't think that I'm going to be able to change my habits right away, especially when I've got UPS coming up and I'm going to be working like every day. I just need to be, in a good mood and energized and feeling healthy no matter what, and I'm probably not going to slow down. But hopefully after that, then, I'll have some, an extra day off or something, and I can, just spend the days just, not eating much of anything and just drinking water and cleaning out my system, hopefully, and creating some better habits. But right now it's not gonna happen. And sometimes my heartburn is really bad. Like And I guess it happens a lot when you're sleeping too. It can happen worse, and I can wake up and have like, it feels like it's like lava going up my throat. And sometimes I cough, and I don't know if it's because of the air or something, but I was reading, somebody said the other day that like the acid reflux can go up behind your ears and like make you cough. And so that could be like why I've been coughing and stuff. Sometimes I'll wake up in bed and I'll be like coughing. And I thought maybe it's just because of I was running the air conditioner or something. I don't know, but and I've been needing to get a blood test too. I know all this stuff's not good on your kidneys and everything, but it is what it is. But I don't know if everybody knows about the Zantac Recall. You know, and I used to smoke, you know, before I got saved. I used to do drugs and all kinds of stuff, but you know, there's people know that smoking causes cancer and they do it anyway. But you know, there's lots of things that we do that aren't good for us. You know, even eating bacon and stuff isn't good. But that kind of worries me, though, hearing that about Zantac. It makes me not want to take it, really. So it sucks. But you know, Prilosec's great, but it's not supposed to be good for you either. But they haven't pulled it off the shelves because of a cancer scare. So I don't know. I've heard that it's not good for your bones, it's not good for your kidneys, it's not good for lots of things, but it's good for taking care of heartburn. And you know, sometimes just getting through the days right now, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So anyways, I thought that'd be interesting if any of you guys know anything about this stuff or got any comments. I thought about trying Pepsid AC, because I've heard that's kind of similar to Zantac. It's like a different chemical, but it's like an H2 blocker or whatever. So there's like two different kinds of heartburn medicines, like H2 blockers or something, and then there's like proton inhibitors, which is like what Prilosec is. And I haven't looked into a lot of that stuff. I don't know all that. I just know that there's different ways that they approach treating the heartburn issue. Anyway, that's that. So it's crazy. God bless.